careful and stay away.
Do you wanna know? Do you wanna know? Do you wanna know all that remains of a once powerful nation? Do you wanna know? 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 Go!
Be careful and stay away. 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 Stay away.
Hey, 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 hey. Make sure we got everything how we need before we take off, people. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, people? It's your Uncle Jeff. Welcome to the First Church of Holy Shit. Good to see who up in here. Wilt, YouTube, Don, Philly, Frank, Cananis. Just sent me them pictures of my puppy in utero. That's beautiful. Have a little apple and almond butter. As we get ready to push out into the water. This is gonna be a cool show today, I think. I like them all, to be honest with you. I'm a little biased toward me. But I think we're gonna have a good one today, man. How was y'all weekend? What y'all got planned? What y'all finna do? Keep us posted. Put it up there. What up, Top Shelf? Let me know what your Memorial Day weekend is gonna consist of. Be very interested to know. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, it could be. I don't know what's with this grainy shit. I don't know why. It looks clear here, but it's grainy on YouTube. I got to get my one of my brainiacs on it to figure out what in the ham fat is going on. Is it my camera? I don't think it's my camera. But it is pissing me off. I'll figure it out. Don't let it get in the way of the message. Oh, shit. Jeff, what's going on, my brother? First time to the congregation. Well, welcome, Walter. Welcome, brother. Welcome. I see the beard. I'm hating on you because mine grows patchy. I wish I could grow a beard. I would grow like a real smooth. I wouldn't have nothing big, but it'd be real smooth. And but that's dope. And I welcome you here. We're going to take a pull in a minute and get up. Knock, what up? What up, Knock? Good to see you, brother. All right. Well, since this is your first time here, Walter, it is my honor to give you the First Church of Holy Shit mission statement. As Wally can tell you, who is a name I haven't seen in a minute. What's going on, Big Wally? Here's the deal. Somebody fucked up and told me God was everywhere. So I pray from here. Saves me 10%. I never miss a game. And now I'm happy that you have saved 10% on your soul insurance by switching to Don't Go and coming here, where we talk about the Creator and you hear my chair squeak and it be weed and cussing and crying. And real talk, Walter, real fucking talk. That's no more lies. Done with that. We done with that. This is where we at as a people now. And what I like to do is as I'm still on it. Let me share what I'm on today. Today's strain is Jack Herrera. Still smoking some of that. And I'll get into a little Jack. And we blast off. If you smoking, we smoke. We pray together first. And then we take a pull and we push the boat out into the water, which is what is about to happen here in a couple seconds. All right. So get your shit together. Let me know. Put a P2B in the chat if you're ready to pray and smoke. Put a let me know what you got. You got your strain ready? I don't suggest it, but get your drink ready. Not quite as healthy as the weed, but if that's what you're doing, as long as you can get your mind smooth and right and open to receive as I'm gonna receive. That's what it's about. That's what it's about here at the First Church of Holy Shit. Now, all that said, let's get Brother Frank White is hitting us with the P2B with his strain is bubble gum. Okay, right on, Frank. All right, here we go. Bow your heathen ass heads. Creator, we thank you for this day. Father, Mother, God, universe, earth, force, ancestors. A God who I pray to, whose name I know not, because in order to believe that you have a name, I had to believe a man. But I don't have to believe a man to know that you exist, and I thank you. And I ask special blessings over my own life and my own family and my own people and my own finances and my own understandings. It's a selfish one today. I need some for me. And for these people. I thank you for these 15 people that showed up so far. Thank you for the people who show up on a regular to get whatever it is that you give to me and I give back, unabridged, uncut, and funky. Give us understanding today. Help us get to where we need to be. Help us be a little better than we were before we came in here. Help me learn from them. Help them learn from me. Let some of this, what I got to say, be relevant, Creator. Don't let me and none of my little funky ass ego or biases or problems get in the way of what needs to be said here. Send me a troll if you see fit. You've been kind of stingy lately. There's no troll without a lesson. Make us clear. Sharpen our minds. Sharpen that inner voice. That quiet voice. Make us sensitive to it. Help us pull down society's white noise. That's one of the jobs in here for me. Help me to do that so I can be more sensitive to that voice that guides me properly. Help them understand. Jump all off in the middle of what I'm doing. I ask all these blessings in the name of my ancestors and in the name of a God that I know not, but that I love and respect. And it is so. And with that, can I get a nigga amen? That's NIGGAMEN. Now we smoke. Hell, we go. All right. Now, Darth Blazer and Magic Mushroom and Magic Top Shelf. You got me, bro. You got me. In the words of the great poet laureate Snoop Dogg, them edibles ain't got no off button. Don't mess with that. I smoke a little bit, but I ain't finna mess with that. Now, that said, let's get into it. Today's sermon, Noah's disease. Now, again, don't get hell bent on the fact that I'm quoting the Bible. Okay, y'all already know. I say the Bible got truth in it the way Kool-Aid got water in it. There's other places to find clearer truth. More than likely, the stories you read in the Bible were translated and taken from somewhere else. It was put together for global control, but because it has truth in it, we refer to it famously. I say I can preach out of Spider-Man. I can teach you a lesson out of Incredible Hulk. Give a shit. Yes. I can teach a lesson out of any recorded human experience. You give me a recording, give me a story, I give you a lesson. Today, Noah. Now, we all know a couple of things. One, everybody here has heard the story of Noah. It's nobody, that story ain't lost on nobody, is it? No, I don't think so. So, Noah was a dude that God came to and said, Noah, look here. Your fellow earthlings is on some bullshit. Real talk. And I'm about to destroy this man. Okay? I'm about to wash it out, Cat Daddy. Now, because you decent, I know you love me and you listen to me, I picked you. I'm going to tell you something now. You just got to do what I say. I'm God. I'm finna flood everything. I'm going to save you and your family, but I need you to build a boat. A big ass boat. And I need you to get started immediately. And I need you to go all over and collect 2 of every living thing and put it on this boat. Now, I understand. Yeah, right. Really? Explain koala bears. Anyway, I need 2 of everything walking, sniffing, crawling, everything. And you put that on that. That's one job. You know, you build this big ass boat. That's another job. And I don't know, you're supposed to be doing time and a half down at the plant. You got to explain to your supervisor, I got to go get 2 elephants. I know you're going to deal with that. These people going to tell you you're crazy. But I'm God, and I need you to listen to me. Well, Noah didn't have a problem with that. He was tight with God. Noah didn't have a problem with the ridicule because he knew he was going to get some of that. You know what Noah's problem was? Noah wrestled with God with just his family. Noah wrestled with God with so many of them. All of them, God? You finna wash out all of them? Noah wrestled with the guilt of people because he took God's word seriously. Who didn't? He felt responsible for people who was ignoring the science. Woo, did I jump ahead of myself? He felt responsible for the people who could find a way to high hurdle what was an obvious sign to him. This sign 50 feet tall and 50 feet wide. Live your life this way. Don't do this. Don't go there. Do eat this. Don't eat that. All of that. He had all of that. All of that in his brain housing group to deal with. And sadly, ladies, I can hear you. They so loud. Sad and what he had to deal with, Pookie and Ray Ray, what he had to deal with was that these people didn't. They said some of them said, I'm sure, some of them said they love God like he do. But on God's books, they wasn't straight. So God didn't tell him to save them. God gave him some specific orders. The people who Noah looked at on the outside and had empathy for. That's funny as hell. God could see the inside. He can see the inside. All you see is the exterior. God knows that soul. So Noah took God's word, built that ark, put them animals in it, closed the door, and as the water got higher, he had to listen to people he loved drown. It hurt his heart, made his job hard. Imagine how he felt about the people he didn't like, but still didn't want to see that because he's a decent person. Imagine his friends, his tight homies, that he had to listen to drown. Old people, young people, babies, everybody had to drown. Gone. Well, some of y'all that see the light, you're dealing with that same shit. And there's 6 things I think that you need to come to grips with in order to move forward in the energy that we carry. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those of you who can see just a little bit clearer, can see just a little bit more. Number 1, you can't stop what's coming. You can't. You're not gonna. It's on the way. It's finna happen. You can't. What's finna be is finna be. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are gonna ride, people. And there ain't a goddamn thing you can do about that. Nothing. Nothing you're going to say or do is going to change what is written in the back of the Bible, which was stolen from everywhere. All the religious publications that point to it, all the predictions that say what they say, your ass ain't gonna stop. Bad as you want to. Boy, you sure wish this didn't have to happen. Well, in order to get where we going to do, mankind has brought this down upon himself. Man has brought this, what is coming. Mankind fucked up the seas. Mankind fucked up the air. Mankind did this. It's coming. And you're not going to alter, rearrange that path of events. That is the path of events, the path and sequence of events that are unfolding in front of you. Your little ass can't stop. No matter how you can't unpray it, you can't unspeak it. You cannot speak into existence peace with minds where they are now. The human mind, for the most part, is fucked. Everybody's disconnected from everything just about. Except AI. By the way, I'd leave that shit alone. I'm not touching it. I'm not going to have a part in it. But anyway, you can't stop what's coming. Accept that. Accept that. Stop running from that. Stop trying to make your way around that. It is not your responsibility to do any of that. 2, and the one that really people keep hearing, but I don't think they're getting, is everybody ain't gonna make it. Everybody ain't gonna make it. That's bad news for you. It's gonna be a bunch of people that just ain't gonna make it. Now, I can tell you who they are. Right down the street, look in the fast food line. You see them cars in line? take a good look at those who are still making a big deal out of regular, mundane, meaningless social events. And I don't mean entertained by, I mean consumed by the NBA Finals, consumed by American Idol, consumed by Real Housewives of whatever the hell, and ain't not. Shout out to Candy Burst. That's the only one I done seen so far I got respect for. Rest of them heifers can go over a cliff in the same school bus that's on fire. Consumed by whatever. If you are consumed by your distraction, whatever that is, you ain't gonna make it. That's the reason your distraction exists. Your distraction exists. That is the reason your distraction exists. So that your rationale may be consumed by them. Them people ain't gonna make it. The people who can find a way to not concern themselves with what's in their food, but get into long hours and hours arguments about whether Jordan is better than LeBron. Yeah, people not gonna. You're not gonna. You get it. I didn't say don't enjoy it. I said don't be consumed by it. That's what I said. Don't be consumed by it. That's different than look. I ain't telling you not to dig what you dig. I ain't telling you what to dig or not dig. I'm telling you that, yeah, it's like Six Flags, because y'all everywhere. Out here, it's Magic Mountain. In Chicago, it's Great America. On the East Coast, I understand it's Great Adventures. Same shit. An absolute, wonderfully, happily twisted perversion of everyday life. When you get in your car, you're not going to do what a roller coaster do. When you eat meals, you ain't going to eat that shit they got there every day. When you wear clothes, you ain't going to wear the clothes. Imagine dressing and your entire wardrobe was made up of what you could buy at Six Flags. That's it. No. It is a mild perversion of reality that you are supposed to enjoy for a time, to get an escape away, to surround yourself with the fantastic and the ridiculous. And at the end of the day, get in your car and take your monkey ass home. You are not supposed to live in Magic Mountain, Great Adventures, Great America. You ain't supposed to live in an amusement park. You're supposed to amuse yourself and get the fuck on. But we have somehow got to the place where we believe that we are supposed to turn our lives into small amusement parks for ourselves and one another. And you quickly make a prison that you don't leave. Not the move, And those people you're not going to have to worry about. These goddamn fools we keep complaining about that can only see the merit in killing each other. That have, for whatever reason, justifiably so or not, been pushed beyond their own sanity. They going first. Them niggas you don't like, don't worry about them. They ain't gonna make it, pal. I promise you. I promise you. This is ignorance is about to burn off. Number 3. The people you will save are a different number and group than the people you wanna. The people you will save are a different number and group than the people you wanna. They simply are. These lines that are being drawn as the truth comes out are along lines, and how I sound, people. Let me know how I sound. These lines are drawn along true and not true, believe and don't believe, suckered and not suckered. And it's just a long line, Top Shelf. A long line. Imagine you've seen it in the movies, how there's an earthquake and a craggly line on the ground cracks open and you got shit on either side. Well, that craggly line is coming between husband and wife, father and son, mother and daughter, son and daughter, mother and son, and all them flip arounds that I could do a lot easier if I wasn't high right now. Brothers, sisters, friends for years, co-workers, colleagues. It is not a straight line. The line of the aware, the line of the woke culture. Don't let them back you off of woke because they don't because they want to stay with whatever works for them, because they have been made comfortable in their own ignorance, or what's another one? My one of my favorites. This is a new word. I'm gonna put this on my coffee mugs so y'all can start conversation. Ignorance, an aqueous blend of ignorance and arrogance that gives off 2 aromas: perfume to the ignorant and funk to the wise. You got a whole bunch of people that believe that their access to information equals wisdom, and they're wrong. The people who are satisfied in where they are, the people who would ridicule your point because some of the people standing on your side is ridiculous, are ridiculous. The people who would ridicule your point, the people who take the opportunity to ridicule your point because some of the people on your side are ridiculous. Those people, those are the ones that try to push you away from the phrase woke like it's something bad. Don't run from that. Fuck them and what they think. Sometimes you just get fuck you. I sing it now. Fuck you. I don't care. I'm on a level of don't care now. Whew. Who do I not give a shit? Ugh. Oh my God. I just don't give a damn. Don't you let nobody run you off of woke. You're looking at it for what you want it to be and not being ashamed of that. You are woke. You're looking at things the way you want them to be and balancing that against the way they truly are and making from that a map forward. That's woke to me. Being able to deal with facts, names, dates, places, and faces that have to do with your ethnicity. Woke. That's what I'm talking about. Don't run from that. Don't run from that. Yeah, you woke. Yeah, you a red, black, and green lantern. But as such, the people you want to save, the people you will save, the people you will save are a different number and group than the people you want to. Your daughter gonna break your heart. You're gonna hate your son. Your son gonna hate you. Your cousin's gonna want to shoot you on sight. Fuck my mama and them, will say some of you. It's gonna get that, it's that strong right now. Not gonna get, it's that strong right now. And I am telling you to hold your ground. I am telling you to look for your lessons. I'm not saying be a pig-headed, stupid son of a bitch. No. Make yourself sensitive to find the lessons. But hold your ground. If you don't eat it, you don't eat it. If you don't go there, you don't go there. If you don't believe it, you don't believe it. If you don't do it, then you don't do it. And it is far more important for you to do that than it is for them. They can do whatever the fuck they want. You can't. Because your third eye is open and you busy clearing the snot out of it. You don't have time for the bullshit that they make time for. You just don't. You are different. It's going to be some people that come to you It's going to be some people that come to you, Walter, that you had no idea would even take a shit in your direction. Watch. And it's going to be other people that you would give your life for. But they on the other side of that crack, Walter. Yogi, ain't shit you can do about that. It's going to hurt. But in this next thing coming over the next few years, Only those of us who hold our convictions will last. I speak to myself. I'm dealing with the sugar demon right now. I'm having to beat it back. I had the sugar thing licked. And it snuck in. And I got to beat it back. Because I know better. And once I start knowing better and doing better, the numbers of people I can be around are small. And unfortunately, it's going to bring new people and kick out old people. Number 4, you will face ridicule and resistance from those you love and respect most. God damn, that stings. That stings like a son of a bitch. You mean, Jeff, I got to peace out my mama? Yeah, bro. Jeff, you trying to tell me I'm gonna have to disavow my husband at some point? And not on no infidelity, not on no abuse, not on no hiding, no bankruptcy, but on the spiritual path. My husband, I'm gonna have to leave him. Yes, my kids, yeah, my kids. You trying to tell me the people for whom I sacrificed, the people for whom I went without lunch so they monkey ass could have sneakers? You telling me those people, Jeff, are gonna push back on what it is that I know to be true in my heart, that I hear my ancestors telling me, that I can feel is the right way, and I know it, Jeff? You telling me that? You goddamn right. I'm telling you that you gonna have to drop your best friend. You're gonna have to drop your man. You're gonna have to drop your woman. You're gonna have to drop that whole group of niggas. Why? Because they are gonna be the ones that can be the closest to deter you. The next thing you know, your plant-based ass will be having a ham hock with some macaroni and cheese, deep fried, and put in some ice cream. You're only as strong as the bad habits of the people around you. It's gonna hurt what your husband got to say to you. That shit your wife gonna say to you, oh, gonna cut you to your soul. Gonna dig in and tear your guts out. That's the thing. Can you stand that? Can you? Because it's coming. Number 5, stop arguing with adults who can read. Just stop it. Just knock it off. For what? For what? Could you please tell me why you can find the space to argue with an individual who has the same access to information that you do, that don't have Big Mama's excuse? Don't have Big Daddy's excuse. Big Daddy and them didn't have no internet. They had them thick encyclopedias that had one man's version of history. Matter of fact, Big Mama and Big Daddy was inspired by parents whose parents, it was illegal for them to read. Real talk. We ain't talking about a few lifetimes ago. You couldn't read. Now you can. If you know where to go, you can teach yourself how to fly the space shuttle. Smooth on the internet. So now, this whole arguing with you. Now, let's separate argue from healthy discussion. You can have a healthy discussion with anybody about anything. But a prime example of arguing Christianity with black people is, let me rephrase. Best way to deal with Christianity and black people is to ask them, where have you been? Have you left the country? What have you reviewed? Other than the Bible and books that are offshoots of it, what do you have to fortify your position by comparison? If they don't have anything, please pay particular attention to number 5. Stop arguing with adults who can read. They can read, they know right where to get it. If they don't, tell them to read it and get back to you. And don't engage them until they get back to you. If you have debates about politics and voting and such, until these people who you are arguing with can get right back to you on Dr. Claude Anderson, until these people that you are debating with can get until these people you are debating black oppression or white supremacy. Until these people can get back to you with having researched the works of Sister Frances Cress Welsing, Brother John Henry Clark, and so many others, until they can come back and tell you, yeah, I read the ISIS papers, or I didn't read the ISIS papers because my attention span is that of a fucking goldfish, but I did watch on YouTube some videos on Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. And after hearing what she has to say on racism, white supremacy, I have to say this. If they can't say that to you, if you are in a conversation with somebody about Greek mythology and they want to debate you on its existence, until they listen to A Great and Mighty Walk by Dr. John Henry Clark, where he specifically outlines how there is no Greek culture. All that shit they stole from us. All of it. Architecture, mythology, all of it from you. And he breaks it down and cannot be pushed off of his points because they are the truth until that person at least fortifies themselves with that. Please pay attention to number 5. Stop arguing with adults who can read. Stop it. You point them toward the information and you get the fuck on. You do not waste your time. Now, I'm not discussing debating. Sure. Let's debate. Let's do that. Let's get together. Let's debate. You got your points. I got my points. And we just some people arguing points, even if it's just points we found on the internet. But we're going to get together and make some sense of this. Now, once you really embrace that, number 6, then I'm open the doors of the church. Makes perfect sense to you. Regardless to what side people stand on. They're right. God is hope and Jesus is the way. You're right. Meat is good for you. You're right. Only eat pork sometime. All right. I'm cutting back slow on soda, so I'm just down to 1 liter of Mountain Dew a week. Okay. Look here, I'm finna go out here and lay this pipe down on 3-4 different bars. Okay, all right. Man, I'm finna put this down payment on this new car and drive it off a lot and make 48 payments on something that ain't gonna never catch up in value to what I'm paying. Okay. You're right. Whatever you think, you're right. You got to find the people who think like you, who are willing to challenge. That is the importance. That are willing to challenge what you have to say and come out in love and disagree. That's the move. Let them people be right. Find your people and find ways to disagree forward in love. I want you to disagree forward. Find worthy things to debate over with those who are woke. What does it really take to grow my own food? You can fight, I can fight. Let's get together and start getting some women in this garage that want to learn self-defense. Let's start clanning up because this shit is coming. And let's disagree about that. Not who's the best ever at some shit that don't matter. Does it matter? I love boxing. You know why Muhammad Ali is my favorite boxer? It is because when I speak in my own distractions, when I turn the light on myself, when I look at my shit, and that boxing could be considered my distraction. When asked about who I think the greatest of all time is, and I say Muhammad Ali, when I ask myself that question, your distraction, does it matter? My answer is hell yeah. It was Muhammad Ali. A man that did so much more than just show up and knock niggas out and flaunt money. Yes, my distraction mattered. Question is, does yours? Here what finna happen. I'm finna let y'all up in here. That there, that's the StreamYard. It's right there on the screen. It's in the chat. When you're ready, pop in. Give me your thoughts. Damn, Bruce. I don't argue with women who don't know who Sister Shahrazad Ali is. Not men that don't know who Dick, and not men who don't know who Dick Gregory is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Propaganda's for the proper goose, like OG Bobby said. Shout out to Uncle Bobby. It's crazy how people taking words with its own definition and symbols like the rainbow that has its own resemblance and try to pair it to a belief. Takes away what things really mean. I want you to come at me with that if you still in here, Top Show, and tell me what the rainbow really means. Unless do you mean Noah's the promise God made to Noah? That meaning? If so, if not, let me know. Now, let me get here. There we go. Okay. Y'all see it going by. GB Funny Style is the Cash App. You need beats? Hit me up. Jeff Breeze Music. Shout out to my growing life coaching community. I love it. AskUncleJeff@gmail.com. Hit me up. Now, here's what's finna happen. I'm gonna go refresh my tea. And I'm gonna be back. And we gonna dig into this here for a few. If y'all wanna come in, come your asses in. I'm gonna talk to who's here when I get back. And we gonna close it out on some strong shit. All right? I'll be right back. All right. And I'm back. All right, people. What's happening? What's happening? I think I'm going to address what I think Sister Rowe is getting at. I'm not sure. And correct me, Sister Rowe, if I'm wrong. But I think this is in a response. Yeah, I think this is in a response to what Brother Bruce had to say. And I'm going to paraphrase because I'm sure he can speak for himself. But I don't argue with women who don't know who Sister Shahrazad Ali is. Okay. Why is it a must that we need to know them? Here's why, Sister Rowe. It is because of how much it blaringly points to about you if you don't. It means that you're not in the search of a mindset outside of the American European one at all. That's what it says about you. If you don't know the name Sister Shahrazad Ali, that's what it says about you. If you don't know Dr. Joy DeGruy, if that name don't ring a bell, Nikki Giovanni, these names don't. John, I'm just going with the sisters that I can think of. If you can't add a sister and go, you know what? I was listening to Sister so-and-so. Yeah. Let me throw some new ones in there on you. Sister Riva, Rivah. Look her up. Danica Marie. Look her up. Erica Lachey. Look her up. Look them sisters up. You may not know the old ones that I said, the ones that come before you, but sis, these are coming with you. They making sense, and they making sense. Crimson Cure. If that's your criteria to have a conversation with me, then you won't have a conversation? Well, that's fine. That's fine. But again, I just gave you a whole list of research that's going to help you. Because it's not going to waste time if you are interested in researching for you. I know them, but they ain't telling me nothing. Absolutely, sis. Which makes you fall perfectly into number 6. Regardless to what side people stand on, they are right. And you cannot get there until you stop arguing with adults who can read. This is a prime example. It's a prime example. Sis, you right. Them women can't tell you nothing. So why should I? Why am I going to argue this point. Now, would I be more than welcome to discuss or debate a particular video? Sit tight, Bruce. Would I be more than willing to discuss a particular video or a particular comment you got from Sister Frances Cress, or you got from Sister Shahrazad, or you got from Erica Lachey or Nikki Giovanni? Would I love to sit down and talk about that with you? Yes. But am I going to argue with you that Sister Maya Angelou ain't telling you nothing? Really? Sister Shahrazad Ali, your elder, a woman who has been here on this earth at least 2 times more than your age, ain't telling you nothing? You can't learn nothing from them? Well, that's amazing. That puts you on the level of a god. And I can't argue with that. So I won't. Brother Bruce, come on through. Unmute your mic. What's on your mind, brother? Well, I don't know that okay, right. I don't want to argue with women, period. Exactly. For what? For what? For what? And to be honest with you, this energy here, I avoid like the fucking plague. But that's what you right there. Right there. It's expensive, sisters. That's expensive. That attitude, it's
like
too.
You belong to the state.
Hey, bro. Hey, man. How are you?
Oh, enjoying the life, man.
Okay.
Enjoying the life. Just got done taking the kids to go get. We went to the butcher. You know, that's just the best way to do it. We got us a meat pack. Got me a little bit bigger one because I know they're gonna try to starve us out soon. So now I'm about to go look for me a couple deep freezers and get the stacking. I
tell you what, I'd really look for is some dirt so that I could grow some of what I eat.
You know, we about to get a till. I just did the yard. About to go ahead and rent me a till and go ahead and get all this stuff up and get to planting.
And I tell you something else, bro. Something I'm about to do with some people around me is you plant tomatoes, I'm gonna plant spinach. I'm gonna plant a gang of spinach. You plant a gang of tomatoes. We'll trade.
There you go.
But at any rate, that's on some other shit. On today's subject, there, sir. Especially since I did use your comment. Was I close? Was I?
Oh, I didn't get to. I had to tap out because kid stuff happened.
Oh, okay. Well, here's what happened while you were gone. I got into this conversation with Sister Rowe because you put up, I don't argue with women who don't know who Sister Shahrazad Ali is. And she was like, why is it a must that we need to know them? And I spoke, and I give you the cliff notes on your behalf, saying, because you're not knowing them speaks to the fact that you're not self-aware outside of the European way of thinking. If you have no idea who these women are and you've done no research on them, if you don't know who Shahrazad Ali is and you haven't watched her videos at this point, after her name has been reshot through the social media sphere this hard and you don't know who she is now, it's what that says about you. And then you see the comments in here. That was my take on what you said. You give me your take on what you said.
Definitely. Something to that effect. I had, yes, something to that effect. They it's always interesting when you ask somebody that belongs to the state about, do you know who XYZ is, and their reaction is visceral in nature.
I'm gonna need nope. Because I want to cut this later. I stopped the music. I'm gonna need you to repeat that.
It's always interesting when you ask somebody that belongs to the state, do you know, we can't have this conversation until you know who XYZ is. And then they go, well, and then their reaction to that is visceral. It just confirms that you are somebody that belongs to the state and you're comfortable with that. So I don't even know why we trying to have a conversation about something that don't exist in your mind.
Wow. Okay. Do me a define belong to the state.
Okay. So anybody, okay, let me see. How I do this for people that don't have a long form conversation. A person that belongs to, all their ideas are regurgitated with the approval of the state. So the idea that your man's supposed to only look at you, love you, and be with you and put up with all your shit, and you're supposed to come as you are and you ain't got to fix nothing about yourself. Your idea came from the state, sweetheart. Love you, gotta leave you.
Right.
At you are an independent woman, but you got a man on child support and you getting welfare some kind of way. Love you, gotta leave you. That whole idea came from the state. Um, uh, it's just things. When I can ask you two questions about the idea, how you think this go, and you have no backup other than what you heard from when you grew up in your statehood. You have no root. There's no root to what you talking about outside of the state. That you belong to the state. I'm trying to think of a guy version of it because I like to be fair because I know these belong to the state too. But I don't really care about them as much. I just avoid people that say stupid to me.
Yeah, I think
They're guys.
what you're discussing is what I just put up there. Ignorance, an aqueous blend of ignorance and arrogance that gives off two aromas: perfume to the ignorant and funk to the wise. And
Yeah.
it will be how can I put this? I can't argue what you're saying about how I can automatically just write you off. What I'm discussing, you need to connect your mic and camera, Ro, before you can come in here. Sister Ro is gonna come in here in a minute. Oh, not you. You good? Sister Ro is in the waiting, but her camera is not. As soon as you connect your camera and your mic, sis, you can come in. The people you talking about, brother. I write them all, and I don't argue because there's so much other shit we got to do. There's so much. The tidal wave is not coming. It's here. It's here. And what we're supposed to be about doing is putting together the people who are supposed to be together, which is basically what today's show is about, is not having the guilt when you got to put people together. And sometimes that's going to be outside of your group, Brother Bruce. That's going to be somebody going to break your heart. What have you experienced along those lines? And then if Sister Ro ain't in by then, I'm gonna kick you the fuck out of here. What have you experienced on that level with your in your own life? Like who, as this line cracks open, who's on the other side of it and why, without naming names, so you don't have to beat nobody up later.
I don't care about beating nobody down. But it's
That's not the point.
But for the sake of conversation, without naming names, I guess.
Yes.
Every
please.
time I say somebody's name, they call me. I get a call and you said,
Right.
Yeah, I said. Did I lie on you? Because are you more upset that I said what you did, or are you more upset that I said it was you?
Right.
Well, then fuck you then. Okay, well, shit. I don't care.
I thought that's where we were in the first place.
In order for me to have subject to talk about, you had to say fuck me in the first place. So, it was fuck me before I started talking about it, wasn't it? But
Yeah,
anyway.
right.
Yeah, people ain't shit sometimes. Anyway, anybody that is not going to accept their place in the role of life that they're in,
Mm-hmm.
they get left. Anybody that wants the state to be their parent, even though they grown, they get left.
Mm-hmm. Hey. Mm-hmm.
I just had a conversation with somebody yesterday. Hey, because with one of my relatives yesterday about how it seemed like we lined up and he don't really mess with nobody. He was just like, it seemed like we lined up, more perfect than I would have even thought. I said, me too. And about building and literally we was just talking about farming yesterday. So how when I spend time with anybody that I'm spending time with that I notice this time is amounting to nothing, those people get left. I'm okay with kicking it with a janitor as long as he know when it's time to clean up. I'm not tripping. Just understand that I'm not a janitor with you, and I got others to do, and everybody play their role, and we cool.
And we can get done when we need to get done. Absolutely.
Like you said, it's just anybody that's not comfortable with their place at this point has to go. You have to know if you've been alive and if your age starts with a 3 or a high 2, you had a high 2 at the beginning of your at the end of your age. For you not to know nothing is unacceptable at this point.
Wow. Okay.
Because it's over. It's over. It's not going to be over. They changed the name of our dollar already. It's over.
Quiet your world, cousin Anna, so I can let you in. I can hear your world. Yeah. Okay. What is the new name of the dollar? Where'd he go? Oh, is Bruce in there? Okay.
Yeah,
Bruce,
yeah. No, it was.
I
put it on mute. It was U.S. Treasury something. If you look at the U.S. debt, the U.S. calculator or debt calculator or whatever.
Yeah.
When you look at it, they just changed the name of it, which means they changed the name of our money already. So it's not going to nothing.
We there.
It happened. It already happened. It already is what it is. And I think when we was talking to Zero one time a couple of weeks ago, he had said that, but I didn't catch. He had said something to that effect, but I didn't catch how deep that was at the time. But he had said already, it's digital. How everybody's buying in bulk. So when you buy something from overseas in bulk, you're not sending fiat notes to China or wherever we buying grain from and all of them places. We're not sending our dollars there. It's digital transactions now, back and forth through countries.
Right.
So I didn't know. I'm like, okay, that's one thing. The next step was changing the name of the money. So that's already happened. And then the next step after that is getting the public to accept the fact that everything you will be purchasing one way or another will be digitized, categorized, and either they're gonna figure out how to make some money off you after that, or they're gonna figure out how to punish you because of that.
Absolutely.
That's
we're here now.
Yeah, we're here now. It's 1984 now.
Right. There you go. Now, joining the conversation, both hopefully Cousin Annis, you got your life down, you got your life quiet, good. Hey, Cousin Annis.
I'm in the quiet room. I don't know what you hearing, but I'm in a quiet room.
Oh, I heard your background a few minutes ago. I did. I swear I did. You know how much I want you in here. Hell.
Oh, okay.
But at any rate, we can talk about my puppy later.
Okay.
Your thoughts on the subject, and then I definitely want to hear from Sister Ro.
Yeah, I think she was a little angry. But anywho, I'm dealing with listening to Bruce about the change of the money and the change of the calculator. Is it you say the calculator or the adding machine? Bruce? Bruce?
The debt calculator. So
The
it
debt.
calculates the debt calculator. I can if Unc looked it up, I can show you. I can tell you exactly what it is in just a second. But I can look it up again. I have it on my one of my pages.
The debt calculator. Okay, I'll look that up.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
because I work for the Treasury Department. That's the crazy thing. That's why he brought it up. I was like, huh? I had to check this out.
Well, let me get us back on the road. With regard to the way that you see things changing, how have you seen people around you have the people you've had to shed? Has it been anybody close? Has it been
anybody close to me of what shedding light or
having to drop them, having to like, look, I know you my cousin, I know you my uncle, I know you my nephew, but
oh God, bruh, let me tell you something, right? And this is my feelings. Since mommy died, oh
mhm,
yeah, I see a lot of different things in people. Shit that I tolerated before she passed,
mhm,
and let shit go and let people say shit to me sarcastically, you know, emotionally, physically, shit like that. I let it slide.
mhm.
Now, say something. I got something for your ass. And trust and believe. Trust and believe. Don't look at me and say, God damn, she young. She probably in her 30s, 40s. No, I'm 55. I will put these paws on you.
Okay,
Period.
I don't know if I was going in that
But
direction, but I will take that as an answer.
But
All
the
right.
but the way I'm going, yes, I have dropped a lot of family members because for prime example, and this is a true story,
Hmm.
because I wanted to tell this and I need to get this off my mind because every time I think about it, I get the crying and stuff, and then I get angry. When my mother was transitioning,
Hmm.
all her sisters was over at the house. This
Hmm.
one particular sister. Now my mom's still breathing, still heart beating and everything. My aunt goes and steals her rings off her finger, including her wedding and engagement ring, and went into the dining room where my stepdad was sitting in and shook them in both of her hands and said, Bobby said, I can have these. Now my mom wants to speak it and left and took my mama's rings home. They didn't
Wow.
belong. They didn't belong to her. They
Wow.
belonged to the baby girl. You understand? I called and told my godmother, my godfather was sick as well. I told my godparents, I said, if y'all do not get my mother's ring by the time I hit south of the border in Dillon, South Carolina, I swear for God, all her windows on her house, all her windows on her car, and I'm going to the church where she's a member at and tell all her business. I will bust all her shit out. By the time I got down there, all my mamas, they weren't on the right fingers, but all of them was on her hand.
Right. Because well, I don't think, and to be honest with you, I don't think she was as worried about her windows as she was you telling them old uppity niggas at that church.
At that church, starting from the preacher down to the deacon that's to the treasurer, I was gonna let them. I was going to Sunday service
and just gonna air it out
during the announcement, and that's at 11 o'clock. And I was gonna air it out because she sits in the front row, and I was gonna make sure she saw me. I don't have no problem walking up in no building. Period.
Okay. All right. Hold on, Candace. Hold on. See this. I told you. I met cousin Annis a few years ago. She is my wife's cousin. But when I tell you that she is a direct mixture of two of my cousins, Melinda and Mildred, if you could mix them together, you would get cousin Annis. It was like I'd known her for 30 years in 10 minutes because of what you just heard.
Yeah.
Now, Sister Ro, please unmute yourself. I can't. Yeah, you got to do it from your side. Okay, there we go.
You hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm all right. Now,
is it noisy because I'm driving?
Well, yeah, I hear a little wind. You know what? We ain't gonna even trip. No biggie. It's not that bad at all. You sound fine. Now, I want to make sure that, or I'll just ask you, did I mischaracterize your thoughts at all?
Did you mischaracterize my thoughts?
Yeah.
I don't think I had a thought. I just asked you a question. I asked you, why must we know these ladies in order for you to have a... Because I look at a conversation, you say argue. I know men tend to talk in their own basic way, but to me, arguing conversation is the same. And for you to say, well, I want to argue with you, I can slash conversation because you don't know these women who you think are all that. I think my mom, my granny, my auntie, all that. So that's good enough for me. And if that's your criteria for not talking to me, so be it. That's being narrow-minded. That's you trying to place me in a box like you know me. And then, ma'am, angry? No, I'm not angry. I'm just assertive with my words.
Okay. Let's back up a little bit. You said, and this again, and this is not semantics that I'm about to go into. This is very, very important. You said, I didn't have a thought. I had a question. Sis, the question can't exist unless you had a thought. This was your thought. But we have an energy between one another, black men and black women.
I disagree on the question and thought. I don't have to have a thought. I'm just taking in what you're saying.
Sis, you can't interrupt me. I'm going to let you speak. I'm going to let you speak uninterrupted. I ain't going to let nobody interrupt you. That's not fair. And I ask the same of you. Why is it a must that we need to know them? Sister, before that's a question, that's a thought. You are sharing your thoughts right now. I don't want to, and there's a huge difference between an argument and a discussion. A huge difference. As a matter of fact, let's look up Discussion. The act or process of breaking up or dispersing. Dispersion, as in a swelling of a diffusion. Consideration of a subject by a group. An earnest conversation. A formal discourse on a topic. An exposition. That's discussion. Let's go into argument. Here's the definition of argument. A discussion, so an argument is a discussion, but it's a discussion of a particular type in which disagreement is expressed, a debate, a quarrel, a dispute. That, the quarrel part, the get at it part, the tit for tat part, without basis for your particular subject. The saying that in a world full of people, that the only people you will take advice from, experiences of, are the three sisters that I no doubt loved and cherished you and taught you things, but that's it? Nobody else. Okay. That's fine.
Is it my turn now? Is it my
That's for
turn now?
no,
'Cause you
not
can't
quite,
just
not
what?
quite. I'll let you know.
I'm not
Well,
ready
I'm
to
real
hear all your
close to
points.
done.
You done gave me 3.
Okay. I'll let you
How
know.
many?
It's because it's my show, sis. It's my show. So I'm gonna let you know. I'm almost done. Those people that you mentioned, I give them sisters all the credit. But if that's it, if that's the only place you're gonna take us, you said it was good enough for you. I'm listening to you. Baby, I gotta let you be right. You're right. And I won't argue that. What say you?
You were very long-winded.
Yes.
The first thing I wanted to address. Wait a minute. I think I'm getting okay. First thing I wanted to address the whole. I could come up with a question having a thought. I'm taking in what you're saying, and I want clarification, so I can have a complete thought. So a question is not a thought, and then that same word is the same as dealing with the whole conversation and having an argument. I think that was the word you said. You gave me a definition. I hope you don't think you was educating me on it, and then for you to just take a little piece out of it and run with it, kind of straw man, right?
No, wrong.
And then another thing, I never said those were the only women in my life. I have a lot of women in my life.
No,
I
that's
just
exactly
felt
what you
something.
said, sis. You said
I
that's
named 3.
exactly what you said. You
Well,
named 3 and
okay.
you
Well,
said they were good enough for you.
I'm okay. Are you interrupting me?
Yes, it's my show.
Oh, but I thought we was doing this fairly. You don't sound too fair to me, sir.
Okay,
You
well,
didn't cut my mic off. You didn't cut me out. But you
of
want me?
course I cut your mic off, sis. It's my show. When you start to ramble in your anger, I'm going to cut your mic off, sis. I'm going to remind you of what you said. Go back and watch the video. You said that those 3 beautiful sisters were good enough for you. That's what
You
you
cut my
said.
fucking mic off.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it off
This is
again.
beautiful. This is beautiful. I just
Yeah, bro.
I enjoy the
You got to
ignorance
go.
of not being able to. I enjoy the 5-year-old that doesn't know how to control themselves.
No.
No, this is 2-year-old. I remember watching listening to a radio show where the dude would just tell, look, if you do this, I'm gonna cut your mic off. See, that's your problem. Don't nobody tell you. When the last time somebody told you shut the fuck up and you did it?
Exactly.
And then if you don't have an answer for me, or your answer is nobody tells me to shut the fuck up, then I know you live in a world where your pussy gets you everything. It's just your talent don't get you shit. It's somebody wants to fuck you or be around somebody that's fucking you, and then that's how you get to do what you want. That doesn't mean you have a skill. That don't mean nobody actually likes you. That don't mean nothing. That means absolutely nothing to anybody that's above that. Because all I have to do is not want some pussy from you, and then I look at you and be like, everything you're saying is too dumb for me to deal with.
Yeah.
And nobody's ever said that to her and made her actually sit down and have to deal with that part of life.
What happens a lot, Brother Bruce, and I'm glad you brought that point up, is that most people, I'm not going to even say women, most people are no longer used to having to be qualified with their words. They think they can just say whatever and not have it challenged or questioned or
I bet you she know who Derek Jackson is.
Yeah, more than likely. More than likely. Exactly.
You know,
And
you know a bunch of shit that works for you. You don't know about the shit that necessarily challenges what works for you, and that's a personal problem between you and who you pray to. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
okay, I'm gonna need you to say all of that slower because I loved all of it. I need it slower.
You know everybody that works for the world you like to live in, and you don't know anybody that challenges that, and that's a personal problem between who you pray to. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
Exactly. And I
And
don't.
that's why people like you have to go now,
Well,
not later. I don't now. See, right now we gotta buy food. Well, why we gotta buy food? Because something bad is coming with food. I ain't hear that. All right. Well, I said it, and I'm the leader. So now what? Well, you ain't taking my extra little bit of money to go get some food right now when I want to get my nails done. All right, well, get your nails done and shit. I don't know what to tell you.
right. But when your stomach start touching your backbone, look at your nails.
Right.
That's and again
that little coke you like to buy when you snort and want to do some freaky shit and then act like that ain't got nothing to do with you. That excuse you like to use. See, when that's on a card that the government gets to monitor, it's either a bad purchase or a good purchase, depending on what the next thing you like to listen to is. So, you know, in a second, people like you will be in 15-minute cities where y'all can't go outside your zip code without permission. That's you, and you'll enjoy that because they'll make it comfortable for you. But you will not be able to have a free thought in your body. All that anger shit is going to leave. So you only do that shit around men that you think don't have no power. You don't go to work and act like that. When somebody
right.
tell you shut the fuck up, sit down, do this. It doesn't matter. You're staying overtime. You're gonna pout, and then they're gonna be like, so, and the manager's gonna walk off, and you're gonna stay your ass there for 4 more hours.
You can talk some shit in the break room.
Right. But because we're men and we're black, you think you get to have a whole temper tantrum like a damn 2-year-old and act like, well, you can't cut my mic off because I didn't mean to say exactly what I said. All right, but you said it though, so I don't know how to deal with toddlers except for making them be quiet in my places.
I see that kind of attitude at my job, and I work in an office, and I just shake my head and be like, "Wow, you really did that. You really could tell your supervisor what you ain't gonna do. Wow."
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, cousin
If it
Anderson.
ain't part of my PDF, then yeah, I'm not gonna do it. But other than that,
this is what comes up when I saw this, and this is why I was so glad you were here. You talking about when the shit hit the fan, if she anywhere near me, I'm gonna give her a shotgun and I know she gonna know how to handle it. You talk about a sister that don't take zero shit, takes zero shit. I wanted to make sure you were here. I'm glad you were here, cousin Anderson. I wish I could have said make sure. I didn't know. I'm glad you were here so you could tell me as a man, was I out of pocket?
No,
That's from a woman's standpoint.
no, because we're having a discussion. This is called the panel. Like you had said it from day one. It's a panel. You always say, and I believe it, not just you, but I heard a lot of old folks say, a lot of people ain't gonna like a lot of things you do. A lot of people ain't gonna like a lot of things you say. And that's all right. That's your opinion. Everyone has, as long as you have an asshole, you got an opinion.
Okay.
Do you feel what I'm saying? But she did get a little out of pocket by raising, she went to another octave level. We are not in that point. You know what I mean?
We don't even do that.
It's either tomato or tomato. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have your opinion about certain things, and she has her opinion, but that octave level that she went, and she said she talked firm. I talk firm as well. But when you can hear an attitude coming in, yeah, and then you started arguing. That was an argument. Oh,
Right.
you gonna cut my mic off? Oh, but you gonna tell me that I need to be quiet and let you talk, but you ain't gonna let. That's an argument.
Well, and cousin Annis, I'm glad you said you brought that up. She also said there is no difference between a conversation and an argument.
Yeah, it is.
So that's how she's used to communicating.
Yeah, it
Period.
is. Cause my blood pressure ain't up when I'm conversating.
No, he just
And
chilling.
I'm just chilling. But I can have a conversation and we can have a disagreement in a conversation. But if I am screaming to the top of my lungs to where the mayor, Philip Murphy of the state of New Jersey can hear me, then yeah, we arguing.
We arguing.
We about to throw some paws. You hear what I'm saying?
Well, that's
But
again,
if
that's who she learned from.
and if we're conversating and you disagree with me, I'll be like, all right, then would you just look it up and you will find out, read about it. This is where I got it from.
Sure.
And if you read about it, then you will see where I'm coming from. Then maybe her perspective would change. You know what I'm saying? Because we having a conversation. But when you go from 0 to 60 in that quick of a moment, because I was listening really good. She went to up a 5, and beyond that, you was gonna drop her, and she did went beyond that, and what happened? She got dropped.
We're not gonna that's a rule on the show.
Exactly.
To me. And about the only rude thing I do on this show is this fucked up shit I'm doing right now, where I just threw these 2 people I really care about the fuck out of here because I told myself we got to start wrapping these up quicker, because I'll be in here for 5 hours with y'all because of how much I actually did this show. But Sister Anderson was right. And again, so was Brother Bruce. This is what we got to do. I pray and God sent them. Sorry, not sorry. She had a 1980s battle axe energy to the 8 up. Yeah. Exactly. Well, an argument is a conversation, but an argument has disagreement involved. I think that an argument is more so an umbrella term. Well, as leaders, Wrench Turner hit the nail on the head. I'm a senior manager and tell them straight up what's going on and how we going to address the issue, then close my door. No time to explain every time, single time something happens. That's it. When you're the leader, that's it. This is what we doing, that's it. That's it. That's what we doing. I'm the leader. This is what we doing. That's it. It's leadership. That's what my man is putting on display. And those of us who are here, this is how we gonna have to get out. We're gonna have to come from a leadership position like this, especially when we dealing with people like this. You guys are so patient. First interruption, click. No, I can't do that, bro. Because that sister's energy come from somewhere. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm gonna use it to teach. She just taught some valuable lessons. I was willing to listen, but you're gonna have to be respectful. And we have been taught that we don't have to be respectful to one another. Well, not in here, goddammit. In here, if you cannot compose yourself, you must excuse yourself. And I don't mind helping you with that. That's what's up in here. I don't mind disagreeing. But getting funky, we ain't gonna have that. We don't do that. We don't carry that energy in here. It's all in love in here. So, you don't pull shit away from this show today. Just know that you know her. And you're going to have to leave shit like you just saw out in the rain. Stay high in thought. Stay high in deed. Guide your ignorance to your wisdom. Sisters, find your peace. Brothers, find your majesty. It's your Uncle Jeff. Till this Wednesday at Giraffe Balls. Stay healthy. All right? I'm out.